Everything in life is shift in perspective. So if you want to continue to tell the same story and witness the same results, just keep on going where you are. But if you are aware that you should make some change, you must release, first of all, core negative beliefs, then all others that doesn't serve you. One of the main things to do is to find a way to reconnect with your inner child, because whatever you are searching outside of yourself is just unmet need of your inner child. No one from the outer world can't give you love, can't give you what you need, and what you needed when you were a kid and wasn't fulfilled. So first and foremost, reconnect with your inner child, and then uh, speak to it. Ask your inner child what he or she wants, what he or she needs. Take time to dig deeper on those wounds. For example, my was, and I recently, through the inner work, realized that my association with love and marriage was pain, and that's why I was for so long avoiding love and wasn't see it as a blessing, because in my childhood first memories of love was equal pain. So when I found that belief and released it, I now have total shift in perspective. So it's never too late to see what was blocking you and to work on it. As long as you are blaming others, you will keep seeing same experiences and live same experiences. It's never others' faults. It's just only what we pick up as beliefs when we were young. So the same as it is related to love, same is with success, money, freedom, health, your confidence, everything. Uh, One of the main stupid things that is today everywhere is to be so mindful and so aware of what you eat. Yes, of course, it is important. But if you are not aware of what's eating you inside, you can be someone who has the best diet, you'll be destroyed in months. So the inner world is much, much more important and powerful to what we are witnessing than you could even imagine. On the other hand, you have, let's say, one of the women that I adore, Jane Fonda, who I think smoked or smokes weed, and she looks amazing. But she's probably someone who is aware of her mind patterns, and that's not uh, influencing her negatively. So if you don't take care of what's eating you inside, no matter how mindful you are about your diet, you will be destroyed. So previous video was shorter because I don't even have memory in this old phone, and I always go and speak until I get cut off. I should do cleaning in those pictures and stuff that I have, but I don't feel like it now. what I wanted to say there, but I was cut off, is that always follow your bliss, always follow your soul calling, because mind often uh, puts so much pressure and your heart immediately becomes disconnected. Heart always knows better, shorter way to whatever it is that you want. But people think that they are so smart and that they should think more and therefore solve their problems faster. It's never the case, because you thinking more only creates more resistance. But when you are brave to simply go on the path that your heart have chosen, you will get there faster. Never care about others, what they say, what they think, what they have to say. If you want something, go for it and be ruthless in pursuing that. So I was so touched last night when I saw video of one person that I adore here, when he said that he was so not problematic, but he had hard time in school as well as I did. But back then I saw myself as failure, and my parents also saw myself as failure, because I didn't took that familiar path to have a degree, to have job that is uh, secure. To I always follow that my route, and if I could turn back time, I would never do different, because I was blessed to discover my soul's purpose and to beat my own drums. So yes, it was sometimes scary, and I faced all those judgments, and I was brave to be seen as a failure, and I never cared about that as long as I was okay with me. I never care what others thinks about me, because that's the biggest prison you can live in. And he is very successful, and nevertheless, as I said, success is something that every person has different meaning for. But he's someone from whom I learn, and he's a great guy and successful, and he lives what he preaches. So those are the people that I follow. And he said that his mom always had trouble with his teachers, as well my did. I'll never forget when I was second grade in my high school, my goal was to do some stupid thing so that they could eliminate me from school. But those teachers and all those people loved me so much that even if I didn't go to school at all, uh, I think almost 3 or 4 months. My parents didn't even know that, because they would go to work and I would go to school, but I didn't. And eventually I couldn't get away with it. And one day, by the way, my main teacher was one of the scariest person in the entire school, and everyone was afraid of her except me, because I had some strange relationship, and I still have, with authorities. So they are authorities in their world. In mine, they never were, even when I was a child. Now that's funny to speak about, even, but back then. And what's interesting enough, when you don't admire or put those people who are authorities on any kind of pedestal, They respect you. It's crazy. It's just, I remember all those kids that were afraid of them were always bullied, were always shamed from those people and authorities. I was never. I was always called to speak up. I was always loved and respected from them. That's an interesting thing, even when it comes to commitment. I'm 44 and I am not married yet, and I have a whole bunch of handsome, young, beautiful men who wants to commit to me. Same is with authorities. So I never respected them. They always respected me. So back to the story about school. And one day when I couldn't no more get away with my plan, she called my mother and said, "What's going on with your daughter?" And my mom was in a complete confusion. Why? What's going on with her? She's not coming to the school more than 3 months. Bro. Back then, I also had trouble with eating disorder, so I lived through that also. I was completely anorexic. I was I'll never forget that moment, that when I became aware that uh, I could die, and then when I wanted to go back to eat again, simply my body was rejecting food. It was struggle beyond struggle, but we'll speak about that some other time. By the way, any eating disorder just means that you are losing passion for life, you are losing hunger for life. And that's what was going on with me in school, because school isn't made to make you rich. School is made to make you work, to be employee. So those are some subtle vibes that I was getting even back then. So that's why my spirit was rebellious and they wanted to put me in the program, but my spirit was strong and my spirit was pushing it away through my eating disorder. That was exactly what I said, my lose of hunger for life. And my teacher called my mom to go to school. My mom went there and she told her, I think that my mom even cried and said that she's, because of those issues we had with me losing weight and really obviously being anorexic, my mom opened up honestly and said, "You know what? I don't know what's going on with her. If you want to, you can drop her from school. I'm simply powerless and I don't even know what to say to you." And imagine this crazy thing. Instead of dropping me off to school, that authority figure and the most scary teacher in the entire school told my mom, "You know what? All those parents who have issues with children as you do come here and tell me stories, all kinds of lies and all kinds of excuses, but I see that you are an honest woman and I will not drop your child off school." Imagine my disappointment, because that was my goal, to have be once and for all out of that stupid thing called school. But what's good is that I never allowed school to influence my kind of educating myself. I was doing my thing out of that all mess. So that's how crazy things work. I couldn't do and succeed in that my goal. And back to this person from here that I adore, he says that, and that's the truth. So, and many of those who I respect here don't even have degree, and that doesn't mean I don't have anything against people who have degrees. I respect them. I respect every work. I respect people who take out garbage. I respect people who, doctors especially, doctors, all those beautiful souls that have chosen their pets, lawyers, teachers,